I'm not gonna lie, a part of me misses this this menu music. All right, we're gonna give everyone a chance to join in. So sorry I'm so late, everyone. It's really no excuse besides the fact that skating just takes up so much time. Between going to the rink, skating, coming back, getting cleaned up, eating, yeah. But it's cool. Y'all have me at least for the next 3 hours. So we're gonna try to get as much done as we can tonight. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to get to the new game I purchased called Scrutinized, but we will save that for another day. This, believe it or not, this game was very highly requested to be revived from the graveyard. So sometimes, you know, I just gotta take a break from certain games and then I can come back full strength. So, all right, we'll go ahead and get started because we got to do the tutorial anyway. We're gonna start over. I know, so much progress. So much progress, but yeah, at this point, we don't know the characters, we don't know what's going on, so we just gonna start off fresh. Hey Sandy, hey Bree, hey Bora, hey Juliana, hey Brett, is Icy. Bora, where you been at, girl? All right, let's go ahead and get into this. I don't even think we finished the game, the first one. Jesus. Okay. Me. Damn it. Why me? Can't get caught. Not like this. But I've got to find someone. Someone like him. I'll make him look like he didn't. Yes, I told you I was gonna do it. I told you. All right, for everyone just coming in, we're just getting started. Now, for anyone who's not familiar with this game, don't expect too much action. Actually, don't expect any action. This is a lot of reading, a lot of dialogue, solving cases, oftentimes murder. So, and then the cases are pretty drawn out as well. But it's it gets pretty interesting, I must admit. And didn't know this when I first started playing this, but there is an anime that literally goes through, at least from what I've seen, this first part of this game. So it's kind of cool to see the characters kind of, and maybe the game is based off of that. I don't know, but the anime was pretty cool. So yeah, all right, let's do this. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. I'm glad I made it here on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Wow, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over? My life? Everything is all over? Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I can afford to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was unalived in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. I truly wish I could get rid of this text typing sound. But I'm afraid I cannot. Oh, vibration. Yes, give me all the vibration. Okay, let us proceed. Hey, gorgeous Olivia. Yeah, I think I found the anime on YouTube somewhere, but you know how YouTube is, they might have wiped it. So I would search around for it, but I enjoyed it. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hand shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. Well, I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I just forgot, temporarily. I think I might feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Interesting haircut. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue is added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief? What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by being dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport? The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on, July 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oh! Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking so good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah. I was there. I went. Order. Oh, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing from the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawitz to the stand. Oh, Lord. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I really don't know how to do his voice. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing from an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes! Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you find the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Hold on. Alright, so she died July 31st between 4 and 5 p.m. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma was the cause of death. Okay. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go in the apartment, or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? 1 p.m. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Child, just a lion. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on the taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified he heard the time. Oh, snap! The electricity was out. I wonder if I present it here. I'll present it here. Hold it right there. Not this like the Diddy trial. This is nothing like the Diddy trial. Oh my God, the ghetto. I'm waiting for my soundbite to play.
Oh, the ghetto. The ghetto. The ghetto.
Yeah, I press them on everything. Yeah, I tend to do that too, but we trying to get through this. We trying to get through as much of this story as we can in the limited time we got. And besides that, I've been through this already, so I can kind of, I don't remember the cases, but I remember bits and pieces of it. All right. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. This is the first Ace Attorney game. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony one more time, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? I don't know if that's a typo or what. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That's must have been what I saw. I don't know what he just said. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Smith. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sewick, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Yeah. The witness cared to elaborate. Did you strike the victim with the clock? The day I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw. Yeah! Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. Better think through it carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sewick heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, you've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It is 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sewit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sewit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What is he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sewit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime! Yeah, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sewit. Mia? I mean, Chief? Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim without a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's pull this one. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Take that!
Excuse me? This proves what that evidence has to do with the clock. That wasn't it. One more chance. Just give me one more chance. Oh, that's right. If the sound went off and it told the time at the time of death, that means it was 3 hours slow because it said 1 o'clock and not 4. Got it!
Take that!
Excuse me? Wait! I can't see what that evidence has to do with the clock. What? Oh, damn it! That's the answer! Wait, is Paris 3 hours behind the passport she traveled? Oh, yeah, let's try that. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sewit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? The fuck? He started foaming at the mouth. Order, order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. And with that, this court is adjourned. Confetti in the courtroom. It turns out that Frank Sewit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper... read, baby. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sewit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sewit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Whew, I still can't believe he won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen the trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one that got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait. Wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick.
Can
Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry, are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I'm guessing it's the statue?
Take that!
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am? Thanks! Hope that made him feel a little better. There's a Ace Attorney Broadway play, too?
Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that?
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe over drinks. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Yes. Yes. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker. And it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that evidence then? Ooh, I'm gonna struggle doing her voice. Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way. Yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. All right, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. I'm gonna need some tea, child. Straining my damn vocal cords. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Shit, drinking always messes with my sinuses. All right. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background? Cogniferous. Cogniferous definition. The word cogniferous appears to be a made-up word, potentially created for fictional context. While it's not standard English word, it's possibly to interpret its meaning based on the way it's used. It seems to be a combination of cognizant, aware of something, and the suffix that creates an objective like us or iferous. In the context where it's used, it likely means aware, knowledgeable, or mindful. Cogniferous. And here I thought I was going to be sounding smart. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho ho! My dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye.
Oh my God!
September 5th, 9:08 p.m., Faye & Co. Law Offices. Dang, he's literally like minutes late before the incident. Uh-oh, I'm late. Shit, he was running late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Excuse me.
That smell. Blood. Sis! Someone's there. Chief? Chief! Chief! Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to check the chief where she lay under the window. Oh! Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. Chief. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Shards of some glass are scattered on the floor. There seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. I think that's no snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. That girl just now, where did she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run out on me. Yikes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya! So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Better hurry up and call the police. What happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in. The room was dark. And Sis. So she was already dead.
So, you're the chief's
Sister. I'm your younger sister.
and you were here visiting this late at night?
Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her.
Evidence?
Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker.
Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police? Please, come quick. What? What was that? Someone's screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. You're going to jail now. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze. Police. Oh. All right. I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. This word Maya here mean anything to you?
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
Killer, I'm not...
Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am.
What?
Ugh, I cannot do her voice. This was much easier back when I was younger and my voice hadn't deepened so much. Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center visitor room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal.
Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning.
Good morning. She looks so tired.
Are you going to be my attorney?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up.
Really?
Oh, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it?
No one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I did it.
Did I look at her like that?
No, I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you.
Heard? Heard what about me?
I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How did that go?
It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while.
Ha! So he crashed and burned out.
He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience.
Huh? Sounds like it was fun.
Well,
I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now.
I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Dang, she ain't even had no faith in me.
That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia,
I know.
There's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes?
What's with that outfit?
Oh, this is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say.
Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it that you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training.
A spirit medium. I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder?
Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yes, the clock shaped like the thinker.
The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in the case?
Right. She said something about that. I remember. You want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice?
Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it?
Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things.
So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it.
Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry.
Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it.
I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay?
Sure, thanks. Maya's memo added to the court record. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training.
That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too?
Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too.
I had no idea. Yeah, I thought she was going to channel her sister too. Wait.
What?
So you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all of that?
Yes, in training.
Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her.
I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter?
I was wondering, Could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in any trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you can go ask him to represent me?
Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10.
What? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What if this guy refuses?
They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
They're giving me until 4 o'clock this afternoon.
And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. How am I supposed to do now? The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. I'm sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were not Detective Suede Shoes. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Whew, you think I'm Maya's lawyer? About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, huh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. All right. You can see the report, but that's all. Time of death, September 5th at 9 p.m. Cause of death, single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. But why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means. You're being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, do you know him? Don't you? Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. If I tell him what I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh no, it's just, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. The cell phone holds a lot of a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. You trying to confuse me? Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. My cell phone received from the detective gumshoe. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your loyally ways, pal. Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. What is she wearing? The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Not April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? You're trying your loyally tricks on me now. She's not going outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay Miss May a visit. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detectives told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
I meant to myself. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something.
I'm gonna do her voice like this.
This is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fainco Law Office buildings, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. There's a screwdriver stuck in his drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Ooh, bad boy! You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was gonna explode for a second there.
I wonder what could be inside the drawer.
Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Oh, observe, incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Better not encourage her.
You know that thing that occurred, happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Well, Tremont! If you want to know, you'll have to just come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. Could you just who exactly are you?
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No, hey, I'm just doing my job here.
You know you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television.
Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy. Right, I can't go here. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. Aha! That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I ever heard.
Aha! So you're the one, say, has been looking for me.
Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined.
That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yes, well, yes.
And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed.
Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, it's about Maya Fay.
Ah, yes. Maya Fay, go on.
Why this strange reaction?
Ah-cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I even got the chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case.
Well, you see, it's just I'm busy. see? But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep? Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. But what do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see? A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. The soundtrack is everything. That's quite a painting. Ah, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least $3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. So September 6th, 3:42 p.m., Detention Center. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. And then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain.
So you live by yourself?
Yes. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers.
I feel bad for her, all by herself on that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they?
The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim.
Wow, so what happened?
The case was solved. We thought.
You thought?
The man my mother helped was... The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
Wright?
Excuse me. Wright?
That was his name. My sister told me.
Wright,
Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Should I just leave her and go home? Go home. Maya! I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you, whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well... You aren't the culprit. Someone else is.
How do you know?
I, have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells, well, fishy. That witness's strange behavior, was that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know, I've been there, a long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
That's so kind of you.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right, thank you.
Ooh, she smiled at least. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait. No, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a little bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. Wright of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. Wright of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name?
Wait, that was his name. My sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, bellboy, still there?
Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Alright, let me double check and make sure I ain't gotta go to work at 10 o'clock. Or I stay up. Alright, we good. I do got work at I got an appointment at 2, but my morning appointment canceled. So y'all get me a little longer. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Detective Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this format of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker,
found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence. She did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call what? Slow down. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in their testimony. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. All right, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Who did you say you got the call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from this crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There were two people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So tell us, who the two people you found on the scene were? Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb Mac will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why is that? What was your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. I can't see a single contradiction in there. I'll just have to take Maya's advice and press him on anything suspicious.
Hold on, there's one more. Hold on, just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink claimed was hard evidence? What? This May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Gah! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed it was the blood of the victims. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, and who did write it, smarty pants? Who? Well, it could have been the witness, Miss May. Hold on. The witness was in her hotel room, not the office. Try pulling the other leg, Mr. Wright. Yeah, and while you're at it, pull mine too, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on the memo you found. What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the little bits in the blood and then hemoglobins, hemoglobin bobbin. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh. That was a mess. Right, where was I? Detective Gumshoe. You get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name?
Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies.
This isn't a movie, detective. Ugh. Let's talk about reality, shall we?
I guess. I haven't heard of any cases, no.
Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister?
Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal.
Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order! That didn't go so well.
That's right, what he said.
That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there. Let's find it. Mia, hey, Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Hold on. I'll be right back, y'all. On my nose. Oh, shit, go back. Sorry for the wait. Thank you for your patience. All right, let's check this phone conversation.
Mia, hey, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Shit, go back. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me.
Again, what is it this time?
It's a clock. It's made to look like a statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working as late.
I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry, I put some papers inside of it instead.
Papers? Is that the evidence then?
I'll leave that one up to your imagination. See you tonight at 9. See you tonight at 9. Broken glass light stand. On which hand was the bloody finger, detective?
The right hand.
She was right-handed. Nice try. Guess it wasn't too hard to see where I was getting at there. Hold on, let me check the... How much? Yeah, you're right. I should check the autopsy. Now I see why I turned the vibration off. It just said blunt force trauma. Oh, she died at 9. Blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. So when did April? Wait, how did they test the blood from the memo when he was the one that took it? Phoenix took the memo, right? I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna press it. It's not gonna prove anything though. Oh, you're right. The death was instantaneous. You're right. How did I miss that? Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Touché. Order, order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down. Objection! Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but what exactly did you obtain? When exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? But when? It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What?
Oh my God!
A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. Should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, You look shocked. Something you want to say? Mr. Edgeworth, I heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Ah, here we go. Let the witness, Miss April Mays, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service.
Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was lying in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fame Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every bitsy witsy.
Well, Your Honor, I see it is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... What? Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey! How dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. press. Why did you do that?
Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, you know, I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insisted on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed.
Yeah, stop them! The poor girl!
Order, order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window, and what did you see next?
And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
The woman with long hair, that was Mia Fey?
Mm-hmm. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing.
Your thing? And the person attacking her?
The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair.
How do you know she was a defendant?
Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Yes! What is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay. If you really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
What?
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say? You mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her.
I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then, the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statuey clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee.
I see. I only wish you would have been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. So you saw me then, too?
Of course! I remember that spiky hair anywhere.
Spiky. The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney.
Yeah. Was I a bad girl? I'm sorry.
Very well. Continue. Is that right as in your right as you look from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand. Right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue.
Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her.
How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes.
That's what she was wearing. Oh, her hair was all done up like a bun.
What happened then?
And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did.
Where did this weapon come from?
She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it?
That clock. The kind of statuey clock.
A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. I pressed everything, right? Wait, the statue wasn't a clock. She took it. Damn, never mind. It is a clock. We're gonna try. Right, I'm like, how does she know it's a clock? I don't know what to use. But that clock part is suspicious. I'll try it.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Objection!
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with the trivial concerns. Yes. Yes, of course. We will withdraw your questions.
Objection!
But questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Ooh, that was close. If he had stopped me there, the trial would have been over.
What? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.
No! Hey! I didn't say that! Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room!
The law offices of Fay & Company, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door.
Objection!
You have proof that she could not? What? Amateurs. Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. But what? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed. Objection sustained. Damn. Time to switch directions, quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because you couldn't have run. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Good night, Misha. Thanks for coming through. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar.
Fat!
Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow. He knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Sherlock. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, it's impossible. Of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is...
Take that!
Take a look at this. That is a very cute cell phone.
Ahoy! You have a girly phone! Wait, this isn't my phone.
Listen, this is the defendant's phone. It contains a recording. A recording of a conversation the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Good detective. Now remember, he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation.
So, you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then?
If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain to this court just how did you know the weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes! The witness claims she has seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
Take that!
It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores!
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse.
Oh! He ate her out!
It's just playing. Fun shake.
Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Oh, keep the puns coming!
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa! let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
But I am, like, lose it? I guess I did.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain that I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because the witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. Oh, the phone was tapped. That's what it was. That's why that phone in the office had the screws loosened. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. And that's why she had the screwdriver. Oh, so she took it off. She was there. She took it off. Hold up. Did she kill her? And I can show you the proof. Oh, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Take that!
Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain this to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. Simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... Yeah, she says it's a clock.
Take that!
I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen it. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Well, there's actually something I want you to hold on to for me.
Again? What is it this time?
It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up! All of you!
With the right, you lawyer! It's not fair! All of you ganging up on me like that! Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Huh, I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't she? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say. Way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 p.m. at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? I think I'm making this up. Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the murder. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where does this leave us? It is to my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. Oh, the court had just let her walk away. There's no way I could win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already. Objection! I object to calling the bellboy. But why? What is your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy.
then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. And thereby, you must accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fay. That is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, I will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? What type of court of law is this? Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, oh, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Oh, it's fruit frogs. Fool, you fell right into my trap. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now. I will be finished. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. Oh, my jury about to come out. And then I saw them. These damn fruit flies, how do I get rid of them? No way. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes. I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. You're sure it was April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embrasser, sir. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir, more of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted her bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Wait, please wait. Yes, the defense have something to add. One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Objection!
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Edgeworth, I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay, this is really it now. This is my last chance. What I ask him about. Tell me again about the room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know? And we don't skip on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
Objection!
I object. That was objection. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Well, yes, quite indeed.
It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I was specifically asked, sir.
Oh! You fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man who was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oh! Upstart? Amateur? These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. September 7th, 2:24 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Damn, they was in there for hours.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know.
And again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, those eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no, I don't think so, not yet.
Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's
trial.
The lead?
That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna find out more about this man.
You think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis.
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. Counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there was only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Alright, y'all. I think we're going to end it here. I think this is a good place to stop. Got a lot done. We're over 2.5 hours in, just shy of 3 hours. But I'm enjoying this again, and I didn't fall asleep this time. See, I told y'all, you gotta just leave games where it's at, and then you gotta pick them up later. And yeah, we gotta start over from the beginning, but hey, it's all about the experience, right? So yeah, we'll go ahead and save here. We'll pick this up another time. But yeah. How I get title screen. But yeah, y'all get some rest. Enjoy your weekend. I hear Memorial Day is on Monday, so we have a long weekend. I won't be on tomorrow night, but I will be on sometime Sunday and probably even Monday. So I will see y'all later on this weekend. Have a good one and be blessed.